Now, face the mighty bison.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to talk about Grand Theft Auto. I seen this post on Twitter and it was kind of like asking a question about how would people feel about this idea. And one thing I remember this conversation happening for like the last like 3 or 4 GTAs, and it never happened. But for some reason, I feel like this GTA it could happen. This one could be the one. The question is, GTA should have deep RPG elements like needing to eat, sleep, and fuel your car. Agree or disagree? I personally like the concept of some of those. Like I remember San Andreas had the whole like you can work out and get really buff, you can eat and get really fat. I do think GTA 6 should have a mechanic like that. I feel like that would be kind of fire. But at the same time, when you watch the trailers and you look at the main characters, I can't really perceive them growing in size and weight and all of that. I don't think that's what they're trying to go for. But also, the one thing, okay, needing to sleep is kind of crazy because this is something that Bully. I played Bully like a couple of months ago. I completed it. I played it like when it first came out, but I just like played it again, right? Reliving the glory days. And in that game, you did need to sleep. You would get tired, your character would start to slump over, and you would fall asleep, and then you'll wake up somewhere. Um, Once again, I think that kind of concept is cool, but for Grand Theft Auto 6, if I'm out on some crazy police chase, 6 stars, they got the tanks coming in and the helicopters, and all of a sudden my character starts to like slump over and fall asleep. I don't know if that would make the experience better or worse. And I'm tempted to just say worse because maybe the first time or the second time it would be funny, like, oh, I fell asleep on a police chase, or oh, I fell asleep during the mission. But after a while, it would start to ruin the experience. Like, once again, when I was playing Bully and I was like trying to complete these missions and stuff, and I had to go way out of my way to go to sleep because all of a sudden my character is like getting sleepy. It's a cool mechanic, but it really takes away from the gameplay when you're trying to get deep in there. The final thing of this is fueling up your car. This is something that people talked about with GTA 5, like, oh, you're gonna have to go to the gas station to get gas. I hated it then, and I hate it now. If that is the case, I will be big mad. If they have like GTA RP and GTA 6 and that's like a feature, okay, cool. But if I am playing multiplayer or single player and my car is running out of the gas, it's the same concept of like, imagine you're on this mission where you have to follow this guy, and this guy is driving really far and he's going all over this and doing that, blah blah blah, and then your gas start getting low, and then you run out of gas, or you have to try to like steal a car on the mission. I don't know though. I don't think that kind of concept is cool. I think that it could be fun at times, um but I think just having that feature enabled all the time would really distract from when you're like in the middle of doing something, a heist, a mission, police chase. Um, I just I like those concepts. I would want GTA to kind of go that route somewhat, but at the same time, I'm also thinking about Rockstar, Red Dead Redemption 2. You guys remember Red Dead Redemption 2 when your horses would get super tired and you would have to like feed them apples and stuff like that? Bro, if they added that mechanic in into the game, you know that they're just going to do it to make money. Because GTA, your horse would get tired, you would have to feed your horse apples, and then the apples would cost like a lot of money. So you would end up spending most of your money on apples, and Rockstar did that. So you would try to buy more gold bars. So if I had to fuel my car all the time, because think, if you fuel your car, it's going to take cash. If it takes cash, it's going to take a lot of cash. So that way you burn through your cash, and then you have to spend real money on Rockstar money to keep your car fueled. The thing too that I dislike about um GTA Online is how expensive the ammunition uh cost. In GTA 5, I can't really prove it, but I feel like at the start of GTA 5, ammunition was cheap, and you were able to have these huge gun battles that rage for like an hour, 2 hour, and then you could still walk away with a bunch of cash. I feel like in GTA 5, if you had like as time went on, if you had those huge gun battles, you would blow through all of your cash. You would blow through because you would have a gun battle. You would use up your ammunition, and then when you go back to the store to refuel, it would be like 40,000. Like, bro, why does ammunition cost that much? Then now you have to start be penny pitching. You'll be like, oh, I really want to kill this guy. I just don't like the way he looks. I just hate the way his character is dressed. I just don't like that. I'm chilling here and he decided to pull his more expensive car up to, next to mine. And you can't do nothing about it. You can't blow up his car because they're gonna tax you, and you can't even just kill him because like like you're gonna run through bullets. I don't know. So just thinking about how expensive GTA, just thinking about how GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 nickeled and dimed the players so that they can try to spend more money on coins and gold bars and shark cards. A mechanic like this can only be added at a detriment to the game. Unless it's in single player and it's done in some very particular way. I see it as like having your character, being able to making your character, right? Because that's what we're talking about, not it being something that you can do, but something that you're forced to do. Eat, sleep, and fuel your car. Those being necessities would really ruin the experience. I just looked in the comment section of this tweet, and they have a poll here, and 12,000 people voted on it, and 56 people also side with me saying that they disagree that this would be a good mechanic. The people who think agree, they're probably not thinking about the microtransactions. They're probably not thinking about how Rockstar would ruin it and use it to like get money out of you, you know? I feel like it should be optional. If you know how like when you play GTA and sometimes you just decide to follow the law and you just decide to start like driving around like a normal person. I feel like when you're having that kind of day, that kind of gaming session, you should also be able to like sit down, eat some food, find a place to park, go get some gas. I feel like that should be possible but not mandatory. If it's possible, that would be fire. Like think if you could go to a convenience store and then you could like grab like bars off the counter, off the shelves, and then take it to the counter and then pay. And then while you're doing that, your car's getting fuel. Like if that is possible but not mandatory, it would be fire. If it's mandatory, you're cooked. I mean, you're cooked, bro. The experience is going to be cooked. This is the issue that Red Dead Redemption suffered from, is they made it so realistic. Like for example, the way that the character would run around in the snow or like jump, like Red Dead Redemption 2 was so boring because of it. Like it was so realistic. And yes, that's cool that they're that they're able to make a game that realistic, but at the same time, Red Dead Redemption 1 was much better. When your character can jump like somewhat high, your character could jump and hold on the ledges, could jump from roof to roof. It's like, yeah, people really can't jump that high and run this fast, but it made Red Dead Redemption 1 more of an experience where like you can choose what you wanted to do and how you wanted to position. Red Dead Redemption 2, you were limited by the realism. When you try to jump near a wall and they do a small little hop, I hated that. So GTA is good for like being realistic, but when they go too realistic, we've seen how that turned out in like 2 games already.